Alright, David, here's the first swing tonight. Again, what I was liking was that the swing was shorter. And it just got that arm extended a little better, and then your head was definitely up better than last week. And the rehinge has gotten a little better. And then you said the main thing you were consciously trying to do was just get it on plane better. And sure enough, baby, the first swing tonight is beautiful. That one stayed to the right a little bit, but like you said, you've been drawing them all. And that, again, is a very significant difference from the first one we saw last week. And like we're talking about, you know this very significant difference, the kind of ball flights that result. This one on the left instead of this one on the right. Huge difference there, buddy. And then here, again, that arm shaft is showing up through the top of your left shoulder on the good one over here on our left. You don't see any hint of the left arm where you're starting to see the left elbow on the old one over there on our right from a week ago. Very nice work there, man, last week or two. Just the basics of getting it back on plane, and then the driver looked good also. Right there. And then here the driver looked good. And then we started working on the wedges. It was the first one. You said you've been hitting them great, which I don't doubt. But that's definitely more bend in that left arm we want. And so then the next four we recorded all got better relative to that. That's probably the best one, wasn't it? Right there. Still pretty good. Yeah, still pretty good compared to where you started. And just kind of getting those a little fat because there's some better extension going on there. So I love that, man. But let's just keep an eye on that. And if you can't practice those, obviously now that the warmer weather's here, they'll just continue to make them all the better for you. And it'll probably help your full swing field. Any thoughts or questions about those things? Anything else? Okay. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.